Hi, Kingdom Kids. I'm so glad that you've come to join us in Sunday school this week. So today I have a friend with me. This is my friend Morgan.
Hi guys, I'm super excited to be doing this with my friend Michaela and being a part of this. Some fun facts about me is that my favorite color is pink and I really enjoy running.
So Morgan is going to be the new kindergarten and first grade teacher along with myself. I'm super excited to have her as my partner. So today we're going to be talking about Abram, and we're going to be talking about the Tower of Babel, and that is in Genesis 11. So I'm going to open us in prayer, and then we're going to turn our Bibles to Genesis. Lord, I thank you for this time today, and I thank you for my friends who've shown up and are watching from afar, Lord. And I pray that they will hear your word, and they will hold it in their hearts, Lord, and they will learn something from it. I pray all this in your holy and precious name. Amen. So God created people to be in relationship with him and with one another. When Adam and Eve disobeyed God, sin entered the world and separated people from God, who is perfect. So God promised to send a Redeemer to restore our relationship with him. Who's the Redeemer?
Jesus.
That's right. So Jesus is a Redeemer. So after sin entered the world, people continued to make bad choices. The people of the world have been created to worship God. Why?
Because God is worthy of worship.
Do you think that the people worship God with their lives? No, the people continued to disobey him. They made and worshipped false gods or pretend gods, who's the only one worthy of worship. Wait, who is the only one worthy of worship?
God is the only one worthy of worship.
Not only did people continue to worship false gods, but they also became very proud. They thought they were pretty great and wanted the whole world to know about them. So because they wanted the whole world to know about them, we're going to add another block. All right. At that time, in the big God story, everyone in the world spoke the same language, right? So everyone spoke the same language. No one spoke different languages.
Wow.
The people decided that instead of worshiping God, they wanted all of the glory for themselves. Do people deserve glory and worship?
No.
No. Only God is worthy of worship, right? The people decided to build a city called Babel and a great tower that reached to the heavens. So let's add another block for Babel.
Okay.
All right. I have lost my spot. It happens. Oh, okay, here we go. Do you think the people were building the tower to be closer to God or to worship him?
No.
Nope. They were only building it to worship themselves. So let's add two more blocks.
Two more blocks.
And who is worthy of worship again?
Only God is worthy of worship.
God saw what the people were doing, and he knew how to stop this foolish behavior, right? He turned the people's one language into many different languages, and they couldn't understand one another. Have you ever spoken to someone who speaks a different language than you? It's really difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to add another block because now we're speaking different languages, right? God scattered the people all over the earth and stopped the building of the tower. So, Morgan, will you knock down our tower since God scattered the people? God didn't stop loving people because of the tower in Babel. God kept going with his plan to send a Redeemer to fix our relationship with him. As part of his plan, God decided to use the family of a man named Abram. So, he used a man named Abram. So we're going to put two blocks out now. Okay? Abram lived in the land of Ur with his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot. One day, God spoke to Abram and gave him a new plan for his life. God told Abram to go to a new land where God would bless his whole world through Abram and his family. So he's going to bless. So we're going to add two more blocks because God's going to bless Abram. God was going to start a new nation of people, a nation to worship him, the one and only true God. Why?
Because only God is worthy of worship.
That's right. So, Morgan, since God is worthy of worship, can you add 2 more blocks to my line?
Yes.
That's right. So, Abram obeyed God. He took his family and moved to the land of Canaan, which God had promised to him. Do you guys know what country Canaan later became?
What country?
Israel.
Oh.
Right? So, yes, Israel. Abraham was the beginning of the Israelite people, whom we read about all throughout the big God story. So, we have now the beginning of the Israelites. An altar was made with a pile of stones. Abram built the altar as a way to worship God and remember all he had done. Abram knew that only God was worthy of worship and trusted that God had an amazing plan. So we have 2 last blocks because God had an amazing plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my camera down because I want you to see this. What shape do you guys see? Can you guys tell me what shape that is? Morgan, do you know what shape that is?
It's a cross.
That's right. So we have a cross here because Jesus, this is the symbol that symbolizes Jesus, and God promised Abram good things, and Abram listened, and so he received all of these good things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So God is the only one who's worthy of worship, right?
Exactly.
So today, as you head on over to, I believe, Mr. Anthony, who's doing worship today, I want you to remember as you're worshiping that God is the only one who's worthy of worship, and our worship and praise to go to him only, right? Mm-hmm. Worship and praise doesn't go to other things, just God. And sometimes we have idols in our lives, like phones or maybe toys that we really like, right? But God is the only one who should receive our praise and worship, right? He gets to be above those things. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to close us in prayer. Lord, I thank you for this time together, and I thank you for my friends who came on today. And I pray that you will be with them as they begin school, Lord, and that you will be near to them, Lord, as they navigate this new period of time, and that they will be reminded that you are the only one who is worthy of worship and praise today. I pray all these things in your holy and precious name. Amen.
Amen.
So today and this week, as you start school, right, and you're going to have all these things on your mind and school to do, and you're figuring out new technologies and new things, I want you to remember that God is bigger than those things and that you can trust him, right? And that he will fulfill our promises. Even though right now is hard, he will fulfill our promises and good things are coming. All right, friends, it was so good to see you.
Yes.
I'm praying for you and thinking about you, and I hope to see you in person soon. All right, bye.
Bye.